My name is Todd Schiller. I am the Research and Development Chef for Whole Foods Market. I'd like to show you how to breathe some new life into some of your leftovers you have in your fridge. Today we're going to make leftover turkey potato croquette with a cranberry dipping sauce. We're going to start with 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to take 1 medium diced onion. And what we're going to want to do now is get a nice saute on that. We don't want to turn the heat up too high because we don't want to burn the butter. That's going to cook for about 3 or 4 minutes just to get tender. All right, now that our onions are nice and tender and still white, and we haven't broken that butter or burned it, we're going to add a little bit of kosher salt. I prefer to use kosher salt as opposed to table salt. Second, we're going to add some sage, nice fresh herbs. One of the things you can do to really help yourself as a chef is to grow a garden in your kitchen or in your backyard. I'm adding a little bit of fresh thyme. Just dice them up just as you're about to use them, because that fragrance that's released as you begin to cut, that's only there now. It's not going to be there tomorrow. It's not going to be there a year from now when it's dried on the shelf. So you're really going to utilize the full plant and what it has to offer. So right now we just want to bloom all that flavor, get that to commingle here with the onions. Another thing we're going to add is fresh cracked black pepper. Just like the herb, we want to take advantage of your fresh cracked pepper and your fresh herbs. Really try to get all those flavors in, all mixed in with your onions. And now we're going to add your leftover turkey, all diced up. We're going to saute that around a little bit, allow all the flavor of the herbs and onion to get within the turkey. So every bite is going to contain full bursts of flavor for you. We just want to heat that up, and we're going to add a 1/4 cup of cream to that. We're going to let that cook down a little bit, and then we're going to cool it down while we move on to our next step. All right, now that our turkey and onion mixture is all cooled down, we just brought it down a little bit in temperature. We're going to add it to our leftover mashed potatoes. We're going to add that mix together, mix it around. We're going to add a little flour to help bind the potatoes. And we're going to add a little bit of egg as well once we mix that around. We'll add 1 egg, lightly beat. And that's going to work as a binder for the potato croquettes. This warm turkey is actually warming up the potatoes, making them workable, activating the starch, and really starting to bring that all together. All right, we'll let that cool down for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll start making our croquette. We're going to take some panko breadcrumbs. You can use regular breadcrumbs. You can use Rice Krispies are also great for breading things, or Frosted Flakes are also good better. For this, I'm going to use the Japanese panko breadcrumb. I'm going to put a little bit of fresh cracked pepper in there and a little bit more kosher salt. I like to season all layers of my food as I go. Just mix that around. And then just get yourself a regular scoop, ice cream scoop. We're going to scoop out a couple of balls here. We're going to roll them in the seasoned panko. And then you want to pick them up, get your hands in there all nice and dirty, and start forming your patties. And they're a little warm, so they're going to be a little mushy, but once we put them in the refrigerator afterwards, they're going to start to firm up for you. You don't want to go right into the oil now, or they'll just fall apart. So there's one shape we can do. Or we can do a cylinder as well. Same technique. Just work all those pankos into your potato mixture. Roll on an extra layer. And we've got 2 different shapes. We'll make a few more, and then we're going to put them in the fridge for half an hour. I've got my oil heated up here. You want to look for a little bit of smoke coming off the top of your oil. You don't want to get too hot. or you're just going to burn the oil and burn your product. We just want those, we want to control our heat. You might have to turn it up a little bit or down a little bit as you go along. Just make sure it doesn't start to burn. It's a constant check and balance on those. We're going to let these fry up until they're nice and crispy brown. It should take about 2 minutes or so. So you can see these are nice and brown. They're actually starting to float, which is a good indicator that they're all fried up and ready to go. Get yourself a plate with a paper towel on it to drain them. You take them out onto the plate. Nice and crispy. And while they're still warm, I want to put a little bit of kosher salt on it. Let that flavor explode inside the croquette. And here's a little thing I like to do for a lot of different things. Something not a lot of people have. Get yourself a microplaner and just a little bit of zest. Just that first layer of the orange. Don't go too deep into the white. That's where all the bitterness lives. The first layer is just the nice orange oils. And they'll hit that heat and they'll just explode and all that flavor will come out. Get yourself a microplaner. It does a lot of magic things. So we're just going to let those cool down. Potato croquettes are looking awesome. We're going to take some leftover cranberry sauce and we're going to heat that up to make a sauce to go with it. So we got a little heat on it. Now we have an orange with no pith on it, so there's not much we can do with it. So let's cut that open and we'll get that juice right in there with the cranberry. And that flavor is going to help mimic that orange zest we put on top of the croquettes. Looking good. We've got a nice marriage of orange zest and cranberry that go very well together. And we've utilized, I think, 3 different leftovers out of our fridge. Just grab some nice fresh herbs for decoration and throw a couple of cranberries on there. All right, we've got a leftover turkey and potato croquette.